Tonight I'm coming to you from a completely different location. This is a little closet that I have. I've never shown this on YouTube. This is one of my catch-all rooms. It's kind of a laundry room, but I use this for other things here. The first thing you see here is a record collection. I had a trouble making storage for my extra records. This was going to be my little music kind of type room, collector's room, whatever. And I made it out of some old 50s cabinet doors. That's was a couple bucks for that. The first design failed, so I just went ahead and used that. Yes, that's a Taylor Swift album, but that's kind of in storage, so who cares? Some interesting pictures on the wall. Linda Ronstadt clock, record clock I found many years ago. Some pictures of friends. I found this old, I think RTD is a California Imperial Blue Line station. I think that's a bus stop in California. Let me know if you know. And of course a couple of turntables up here that I don't currently use. Some other paintings and pictures and what have you. And I had originally stuck some pictures on the wall here. I've got Jeff Beck Group. This was like a Fillmore production flyer, fold-out flyer that was mailed. That was really cool. And then here's an old Frenzy 1980s hair metal band type thing, a flyer I found at a thrift store, I don't know. And I found this old Tone Loc poster, Funky Cold Medina, you know, and some other things that I've saved over the years. Adding machine with a drawer that opens. I just use that to store some old coins in there. And a really squashed limited edition A Day to Remember poster I found again in another thrift store. But the main thing I wanted to show here, before we get to my license plate, that's what I wanted to show. There's some more pictures there I found, and somebody framed them at it for some kind of pop or folk festival somewhere. I'm not really sure to do with the banjo. It's kind of cool. But I have a license plate collection I showed a few times on YouTube. If you go to my main page and scroll over, arrow over, there should be an About tab. And then I think beyond that is a search, and just type in license plates and you'll see a video that's got over 2,000 views. That showcases almost all of my license plates. I think I forgot the state of Missouri or something like that, but we'll deal with that in a little while here. But I'll just show you some new acquisitions I have here, and I will hold the camera like so. So I found this. You can get practically free or free license plates through the mail here. This is from the Ohio Department of Public Safety, Bureau of Motor Vehicles, and I got this a few years ago. What day was it? I don't know. 2018, and I got this free sample license plate here. That's pretty neat here. Glen Helen, that's pretty neat. Ohio sample, birthplace of aviation, with a woodpecker there. That's pretty neat to have that one. So I thought that was kind of cool. Set these over here. I also got a Washington D.C. Sample license plate, taxation without representation. So I thought this was pretty neat to have. People collect sample license plates, and those are pretty neat to have. And again, they cost me practically nothing. I think those might have been email successes. So if you like collecting free things in the mail, try for those. This is one I believe I found at a swap meet. I think it was $1. I don't remember, but I thought it was cool with the frame, the vintage California, which I did not have in my collection. This is the 1980s. Whatever plate that was or sticker there, it's got kind of damaged. I can't read it all there, but I think this is from the 80s. Pretty sure. Move this over here. Then we have a motorcycle license plate here. This is from California. I found this at, again, a thrift store. Somebody's whitened the holes at the top. A lot of these motorcycle plates were modified to fit their motorcycle, scooter, whatever have you. I'm pretty sure it's a motorcycle license plate. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is from 2005. These things are a minimum of $3 to $5 online, and usually another $5 or more dollars for shipping. So sometimes you're close to $10 just for one plate. And so the auction is probably the best way to hit if you can find the right, if you're collecting all 50 states. Then you're familiar with this one. I showed this not too long ago. My 1956 license plate, which is exactly what they show in American Graffiti, the 56 with the 62 tag on there. Milner's car had that one. It was THX, and it was not CJE, but I still had to have this one. Somebody tried to outbid me, but I just said, you know what, stay the course, and I won. So that hasn't been properly displayed yet. I collect Canada license plates as well, and this is a really thrashed Ontario. I think I was in it for a whole $1, and I couldn't say no. It was actually worse condition than this, and I actually cleaned it up and bent it back into more or less shape, so that was crazy. That's about as good as I'm going to get that one there. I haven't had I've shown these probably individually. This I got at a summertime swap meet called the Great Oregon Steam Up. PM1 carpoolers, permit holders need not deposit coins. And what this is, I believe it's for Washington State, not 100% sure. And it's one of those kind of tolls that you have to go through. And then if you have this particular permit, you don't need to stop there and deposit dollars. So that's pretty cool. This was $1, I think, for this. Maybe $2 the most. It was not much. I didn't grab very many of them because I didn't know what the heck they were. But cool nonetheless. Then I have another motorcycle license plate. But this is actually just the frame right here. Beaverton Honda, so that's pretty neat. These things are actually quite collectible. You can find them, you know, 15, 20, 25, 30. I've seen one for, seen some that are like $75 or more, depending on car, what have you. They don't really particularly sell unless somebody has a particular attachment to Beaverton Honda. This is what I was going to show here, the beautiful British Columbia, and you can see it's been modified. It's been trimmed on the edge here, rounded up on the top here, chopped right to the letter C. But again, this is probably less than $1, and license plates from Canada are not easy to get unless you can find one in the States, and the shipping is quite up there, so I figured for less than $1 I'm going to grab that. That was not an internet purchase. These are just some random Washington license plates that I have had for a while, not too long. I just picked those up for a project. I was making a lampshade out of some license plates. I believe these were extras I picked up for about $1 a piece. Again, they have no more value than 1 or 2, maybe as much as $5, but not much at all. So if you're really interested in the numbers or what have you, then you grab those from 2001. Any other license plates I want to show here? See if there's anything really recently. USS Enterprise license plate frame, that's pretty neat there. That's pretty cool. So what else I have to show you here? I have, like I said, all 50 states, and I said, take a look at my video. This Arizona one's pretty cool because it got the cactus in the middle. Just show a few other. There's another California with the red script there, the lipstick script. There's a very basic 1980s California license plate, 70s, 80s. That's about as boring as you can get. Colorful Colorado from 59. But some of these, I put these in plastic bags so they don't get so scratched here. This is not the best way to store all these. There's a Land of Lincoln from 58. You can believe that I think I paid a whole whopping $1 for that online. So if you hit the right auction, here's a back home again in Indiana. I don't think I have a regular Indiana plate yet, but I will try to get one sometime. Iowa Alarm 5 from Johnson County. Let's see if I have any other cool ones here. Some of the later plates that I picked up cost me $10, $12. For whatever reason, states like Louisiana, New Mexico cost a little bit more than the regular plate. Illinois is a good one to pick up for dirt cheap. You can find those for $1. Plus, you know, $4 or $5 shipping. Live Free or Die. I wanted one that said Live Free or Die, so that was cool. That's from 71. I paid up for that one a little bit. And this was the cheapest New Mexico plate I could find at the time. I stated before, I think in one of my videos, that sometimes non-license plate dealers that don't have a clue on the prices of things, sometimes you can find somebody who's a relatively new YouTuber or somebody just eBayer or post every so often. You might find a good deal from some of those sellers if they're not like a regular license plate dealer or they're part of the license plate association. This is what I've had since I was a kid. It was actually from a monster truck car that or a car that got squashed by a monster truck at a festival, and I just pried that off and kept it. Nobody said I couldn't keep it. It was just on a squished car. CCR, I found that many years ago. I thought that was cool. Creedence Clearwater Revival. That's what I always think. It's from 1970. For you Pennsylvania people, which I have a lot of viewers from Pennsylvania, I got an old truck plate from 51, and it was not expensive at all. It was a little bit rusty there, but I just thought it was so cool and I had to have it. I think that was an auction. The Rhode Island plate is one of my worst condition ones I have. You can't see it here, but the paint is just totally baked on that. The numbers are fine, but the background is just totally, I don't know what happened there. It's just totally disgusting. So just a few more minutes here. I'll show you a few more plates here. I got a couple of Texas ones, and I got a farm trailer only because it came with a Louisiana plate. And I thought, well, heck, I got a free plate out of it. And I really did. Really did. Here's my worst plate, besides the Canada, Ontario one. Here's one that looked like it got flattened at a scrapyard or whatever. CBH 388. So that's just been flattened by the 1969, I think, was the last tag that I could see on there. 63 plate. But again, it was $1. I was just starting out and had to have it. Here's another Washington plate here. Totally beat up by something that happened. Probably was in a wreck, fender bender, all squashed. Somebody loves Oregon and Washington, so that's kind of cool. Try not to get these out too out of order. Notice those are not in plastic bags. Here's one, West Virginia. There's white paint on it, and that was covered almost in 100% white paint. But I got about 75-80% of the white paint off, and I just gave up. I just said, heck it. So that was pretty cool. Just a few more plates here. I'm going to be collecting a few more plates shortly here. There's a 76 Bicentennial Wyoming plate in a plastic bag I put there. I thought that was cool. I'm looking for the Illinois Bicentennial plate. There's some Brunswick, New Brunswick in mint condition. Like I said, if you buy them all from the same seller, you can get a heck of a deal. So I mean, you could get like $5 a plate, and if you can get combined shipping, that's just amazing. And I thought this was pretty awesome. The end looks like it's been chopped off, but a Philippines plate, and the guy said, yeah, you could just have it for $1. I guess he didn't figure he was going to sell it. 1985, and I see the end has been chopped off there. So that's really pretty cool. Let's see. Yukon Territory. Like I said, if you see my video, most of these will be there. This one was not on my video here. This was, I think, a birthday or Christmas present. I don't remember sure. 1983 Northwest Territories, Canada. So you're looking at upwards of $40 or $50 or $75 for some of these plates. They're getting quite collectible. And I believe there's one last plate I wanted to show you here. And there's another Colorado I got somewhere. I'm not sure where that one came from, but that was really awesome condition. ATR. If anybody knows what ATR stands for, amateur radio maybe? I'm not sure. Well, I don't know. ATR APP, so whatever that is, I'm not sure. So anyway, the last one I wanted to show you, well actually, here's a South Dakota trailer. A guy had a whole mountain of those for, I don't know, $2 or $3. I gotta find that other Canada plate I wanted to show you. It was really pretty awesome. Go back to Canada here. Well, anyway, you're just gonna have to wait for another video because I don't seem to have it right here. But I do have Nunavut. There's Nova Scotia that's totally thrashed. Looks like I have almost no time on my camera, so I'm going to have to say goodbye, and I hope you enjoyed that little look in my license plate collection. Hope to show you some more one of these days, and thank you for watching.